Hey, good morning. Welcome to Worship Wednesday. My name is Eli. Grateful to be with y'all today. Lovely Wednesday morning. Let's start by taking a look at our memory verse for this week. Comes from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 2, verse 5. Seeing their faith, Jesus said to the paralyzed man, my child, your sins are forgiven. So that's our memory verse for this week. And there's a lot of interesting stuff in there that Jeff talks about during the sermon this past weekend, so you can go check that out if you haven't already. And then our reading for today comes from Colossians, is it? I should probably double check that. I mean, I read it this morning, but you know what I mean. Colossians. And one of the verses in the reading for today is a pretty major one in terms of like the kind of scriptures that tend to influence those of us who are leading in like music in the church. So there's this thing in there that says to sing psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs. And so those are things that are important for us. And it is funny to think about, what did Paul mean when he was writing psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs? Because when we hear the word psalms, that's probably the same thing that Paul meant. It's the Psalms from the Bible, from the Old Testament. But hymns and spiritual songs is interesting because when Paul says hymns, there's almost nothing that we think of as a hymn today that would have existed when Paul was writing. So he's not referring to our hymnal. And spiritual songs, again, is sort of another interesting one. But either way, like a hymn is just a form of a song. And a spiritual song is something that's a little bit more, even at that time would have been considered more like extemporaneous or very fresh, new kind of thing. So it's just an interesting thing to read that Paul was talking about. But in any case, when I was thinking about that for this morning, I was like, well, let's sing a psalm today. So we're going to sing Psalm 92.
Praise you, Lord, and make music to your name, O Most High. It is good to praise you, Lord, and make music to your name, O Most High, to proclaim your love in the morning and your faith proclaim your love in the morning and your faithfulness at night. Oh, I sing for joy and the sound of your name and the works of your hands. Oh, you make me glad. Praise you, Lord, and make music to your name, O Most High. It is good to praise you, Lord, and make music to your name, O Most High, O Most High.
So, yeah, singing psalms is a good thing to do, and starting the day, or at least early in the day, with some gratitude and some praise is a good way to set things off. So, yeah. So I think that's it for today. Yeah, lovely to get to spend a little bit of time with y'all this morning, or whenever it is that you're coming to this. And I hope that that the rest of your day is great, and that whatever comes to pass throughout your day today, that you're experiencing God's goodness. So, yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave it at that and say see y'all later. All right. Bye bye.